Holy
Hello.
cow, I swear to
Hello.
God, that countdown is way too short every single time, man.
It's
It
a full
is.
30 seconds.
I'm gonna have to make a custom one that's a good like a minute long or something. Like
Yeah.
I'm used to my streams when I go live, or I have like a 5 minute countdown, so it's like this is just not enough time. But that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to Beyond the Streams with THF Season 3, Episode 3, 33, baby. Welcome in. Moose, Q-Swin. Q-Swin is subbing in today for Bowler Dan.
Hello there.
Welcome in, Q.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you.
and of course, as usual, we got the Moose. The Moose Knuckle
I'm
Moose.
semi loose. I'm
The
on
Moose
top
is
corner
loose,
tonight. Top
possibly.
right corner. Give me a few
Possibly.
beers. I'll get a little loser.
We always say
Um,
that.
and he's backstage right now, eager to jump on with us. But we do have a special guest today. Since we're talking about rocket racing, we wanted to bring somebody on that's been like a day one racer, top 100 Twitch streamer, the whole nine yards. And you guys know that THF and IB go together like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So
He checks
uh,
all the boxes.
he checks all the
Mm-hmm.
boxes, so we brought him in to chat with us about rocket racing tonight. Guys, welcome in iBTV.
Oh frick! Oh
Yeah.
frick!
Hello
Now
there.
it's real.
Hello everyone.
That's
Hello.
real. We are live.
I got
Yeah.
such a scuffed camera setup. I couldn't get anything working right, so we're running with a pretty silly setup. But hello
I think it's
everyone. Welcome.
I
We
think it's
got
beautiful.
Welcome in. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having. I think it's beautiful. My little
I think it's beautiful.
rectangle.
Yeah,
It
we're
wouldn't let me use my regular webcam app, so I had to do my last resort and use just my phone for this. But
We are
we
all
made it in.
about improvising. We
We
got
made
no
it in.
problems with that.
You're not a streamer if you don't have issues.
Yeah, no
That
kidding.
is so
Always
true.
something.
That is so
You're
true.
really not.
Exactly,
it's
exactly.
always something.
Well, welcome
Yeah.
in, everybody. As everybody's getting kind of settled into the chat, don't be afraid to drop some comments about our conversation here today, guys. If it's something that's relevant to what we're talking about, we'll bring it up on screen and discuss it as well. But we want to hear about what you guys think about rocket racing, where it's headed, where it's been, what it could be. What it should be, what you'd like to see, or your disappointment and where it's going. We want to hear all of that. But first, let's get to know iBTV a little bit.
Oh boy. What do you want to know about me?
Well,
Where do we start?
start
Where do
from
we
the
begin?
beginning. I mentioned it backstage.
Who's your
I mean,
daddy and what does he do?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Yeah.
give us a Spider-Man origin story, man. Like where does iBTV come from?
So
Yeah.
I
don't even know that.
iBTV is my Xbox name, or it was my Xbox name. I used to have the name Chill Cams. I was a trick shot guy on Call of Duty back in the day. Played with some phase guys here and there. Nothing to brag about it. I don't know. I've always played video games since I was a kid, and I have two older brothers. And if you want to talk about the content creation side of it, it's definitely my brothers that brought me into the idea of doing stuff like this. Ever since I was young, my brother had a YouTube channel, and I'd be a part of it. And the iBTV name, the BTV, is my initials. On Xbox, it doesn't have the two E's because I couldn't get the name with the two E's on Twitch. Unfortunately, that was already taken. It's taken in most places, but yeah. So that is
Yeah,
the
four
iBTV
letter
name.
usernames are not very easy to get a hold of these days.
Yeah, for sure. I guess that's the name. BTV is my initials. I wanted a short name after I ended up unfortunately losing access to my Chill Cams account because I forgot the username and or the email and password. I forgot it at one point, and then a security check
Uh,
thing came up, and I couldn't get back in, so I had to start over new.
Oh
And that's where the
no.
I
iBTV
think we've
name
all
came
done that one
into
with one
fruition.
account somewhere along the line. We've all done it.
Now, how long have you been streaming on Twitch?
I've had the Twitch account for like 8 years now, but I mainly streamed on Mixer to begin with because it was like super close with Xbox at the time. and it just made more sense to do that.
Nice.
And then I made the transition. Well, I would stream on Twitch here and there on the Xbox, but I felt like I didn't get as much recognition. So I went to Mixer for a while, streamed there for a very long time, a couple of years. I had almost 1,000 followers on there. Was seeing some decent success. And if you guys don't know what Mixer is, you probably see, I don't know. If people do know what Mixer is, you saw what happened to it. It fell apart and they totally jumped
Got
ship
bought by
and,
Facebook.
Yeah,
they
Facebook
did.
took
They
over.
sold to
so.
Facebook. And then Facebook ruined it.
Yeah.
That is what happened.
Moose
And,
got his start. When I met Moose, he was a Mixer streamer.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Mixer was a great place. I enjoyed it a lot. They had a lot of unique features. The stickers and stuff.
Yeah, the stickers were great. I mean, I guess Twitch is kind of similar now, but I thought Facebook was just kind of more going to take it and throw Facebook on it here and there, not just kind of completely throw it in the trash and start over.
No, that's crazy.
Like,
I was actually on Moose big time to switch to Facebook. Like before THF, like I was highly encouraging Moose to switch to Facebook because that's where I was starting to stream. And I was like, yeah, come on to Facebook, man. I'm telling you, it's a social media platform. You got a built-in audience with just the people that, you're already followers. That's already following you personally. Like,
solid points.
I thought Facebook was so good.
Yeah. You sold me. I mean, I thought the same thing. I was like, well, why? Like, yeah, it's all set up. It's set up.
Yeah.
The viewers are there already. You just have to switch, and nope.
And then Mixer got bought out by Facebook, and Moose is like, well, I guess I don't have a choice now.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys were on Facebook for a while?
Yeah. The first iteration of my streams was a page called Dad's a Fortnite, and back in the DOF days, depending on who's. Yeah, but we were on Facebook first for like a year, and then I rebranded as Darth Wakko and started kind of doing things on Twitch and Facebook. But nice. Facebook kind of died off, and Twitch was the obvious winner there. I think a lot of us even tried Trovo at one point.
Okay. I have an account with Trovo.
Back then TikTok wasn't really a thing yet. At least not for live streaming. So, there was really Facebook, Twitch, Kick wasn't around yet. Rumble wasn't around yet. Like, it was pretty much Facebook or Twitch. And I just felt like Twitch was just so oversaturated that Facebook just made sense. And I felt like we did.
That's kind of why I chose Mixer at the time. I just felt like there was no chance for me to get any recognition on Twitch at the time.
Now, speaking of TikTok, you had some serious success over on TikTok, didn't you?
I guess so, a little bit. I wanted to stay away. Are you talking about who? You talking about me?
Yeah, you're almost 100,000 followers, aren't you?
Well, I don't know, about 68,000. I kind of stopped posting for a bit, and if we want to get into that, why I did stop posting as much as I used to, we could. But yeah, I never wanted to get TikTok in the first place. I felt like it was just an app where it'd be like young girls dancing and doing all this stuff, and I feel like that was not for me. Yeah, I feel like that was not for me. I didn't want to be on an app that's all I knew it was. But I was posting on Instagram when I started doing content again, and I'd post gaming stuff on my Instagram page, and one of my friends said, you need to go on TikTok. Some of this would go viral on TikTok if you give it a chance. And I went and did it, and I kept posting on there for a few months, and then one day I just got a viral video, and it took off from there. It's basically the story.
How viral was that one?
Not like crazy viral, but it was definitely a big jump from the rest of my videos. I'd get a couple hundred views easy on TikTok, and then one day I got like 50,000, 30,000, and then from there, it just kept going up and up. And once I hit 1,000 followers, I started streaming on there, and that escalated everything to move faster as well.
Yeah, TikTok's, for me so far, has been kind of a tough nut to crack. I've got one that's low key viral. I guess it just crossed 90,000 views. But
Wow.
everything else
Dang.
is stuck in that like 500 to 2,500 view range. Like I can't get out of that. The only viral you want, yeah.
100 on that one, yeah.
The thing on TikTok is it's weird when things go viral because you never know when they're going to go viral, and then next thing you know is a flop. Next video, you know.
Oh yeah, it can be. It can.
Although it's like
content
the same
creation
kind of content.
Yeah.
In general can be that it's a roller coaster of emotion because it's you can and you know what's funny is the one that popped off for me. It was 6 months old when somehow it got locked into the algorithm.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it only had like 1,800 views or something like that, and then like 6 months later, somehow it recycled into the algorithm and blew up. And it was like, my wife and I were just sitting here like watching it just go up. I'd refresh, and there'd be another like 5,000 views. Refresh, another 5,000, and I was like, "What is happening?" You know, this is an old video.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just you never know how it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it could have been like the sound. Like sometimes if you have a specific song, a song goes viral later, and then that'll trigger it in the algorithm, or hashtag will go viral. I don't know. It's really weird how that works.
Check my TikTok when you get a chance and look at it, because this is the dumbest video. It's my doorbell camera, and it's me doing it's the back of me doing a Fortnite dance. Bro, it says Grandpa plays too much Fortnite.
That's the type of video that can go viral. Anything
it's
like
scuffed.
IRL, I feel like it's like, I don't know, something with the IRL stuff. Like it's like funniest home videos. You'll find a video from way back when, and then it'll go viral years later, decades later,
crazy.
Even.
It is crazy, but it's fun. What
I haven't
Lee
made
say?
any rocket racing stuff.
First video I ever posted on my TikTok got 1.5 million views.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Jumping on something quick too. I used to do that with some of my TikTok videos. New updates. If you're the first to post it, you get a lot of views doing that if you do it right.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that's kind of like their jam. They try to post either their review of new content or just the news of the new content in general, just kind of put that out there. And yeah, it definitely has the opportunity to pop off. Of course, you got to use the right description, you got to use the right hashtags. You got to have the right audience to begin with, because
there's a lot to it.
Yeah, you post about something that none of your followers follow you for, and they don't like it, it's just gonna die. You need your base of followers to engage with that content to even get it started. Yeah. So I
agree
crazy.
I agree with what Mini Amat. I don't know how to say his name. Mini Atamat.
Mini Adamat.
Mini Adamat. Sorry.
That's what I always call.
Okay. I definitely would put like a lot of effort into some videos, and then the videos I'd put no time into, and they would go viral. Like some stupid, silly one that I'd just take like a default clip, slap an audio on it, and call it a day. Not even edit it at all.
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting how that works.
That's content creation 101 right there. Is keep your expectations low, because you never know some of the stuff that I've spent the most time on is just dead, like nothing. And then, like I said, goofy stuff like the doorbell camera video popped off, and it's even made me think like I need to just record myself doing a whole bunch of those. But my doorbell camera broke, so I need a new one.
Just a doorbell camera dancer.
Yeah, that could just be me.
People do like dancing on TikTok, I guess. That's where it all began.
Well, speaking of things that people like, we did bring you on for a purpose, and we want to talk about some rocket racing. For those that don't know, let's do just a quick little recap. Rocket racing came out at the end of last year as a mode in Fortnite. It was a major update that brought racing to Fortnite, and it was a collaboration with the Rocket League creators, Psyonix, and it's completely different than. Honestly, I think many said it the best in a Discord recently, where it was like it was targeting both the Rocket League communities and the Fortnite communities. And unfortunately, where it failed is both communities kind of like were like, I don't think this game is for me. So it ended up being this just like really niche game that
Yeah.
like that some people gave a chance to, you know? And we've had, I guess, obviously there was some really good participation in the game when it very first came out. They had a lot of players, but on average, I think it's anywhere between 3 to 10,000 players at a time nowadays, depending on what's going on as far as reset ranks, and they added a casual mode, so and they've got creative maps and player made maps and stuff like that. So but most recently, the big news is Epic has come out and basically said that they're done with the theme seasons, and they've put an emphasis on racers looking towards player-made creative maps for new content now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of left the rocket racing community in a lurch.
Yeah. That's tough. And they're like, well, it's on you guys now.
No new content unless it's from you.
Yeah, it almost feels like a little bit of a slap in the face, for people that have really, really enjoyed this mode. I know that I've gone from being a rocket, or I mean a Fortnite streamer, to primarily rocket racing, and that's been my main now for the better part of this entire year. And like now I feel like I'm playing Save the World. I'm it's Dead Man Walking.
A lot of people agreed that's Save the World because they gave up on Save the World a while back and never added any new content.
Yeah, that's a good point there too, Midnight. I feel like streaming wise, I see way more people streaming rocket racing. I think it's got a great community around it, and that's part of what I've enjoyed the most about rocket racing is the community. If you'd have told me a year ago that a game was going to come out and it was going to be a collab between Fortnite and Rocket League, and it was going to be a racing game, I'd have looked you straight in the face and said, that's going to be the most toxic game ever. And instead, the community is the total opposite.
Yeah.
Like, the community around rocket racing is so down to earth, so chill. I mean, obviously, there's been a couple bad apples in the community. We won't get into those. That's not what we're here for. But for the overall, like, it's been great, man. It's been a lot of really cool people that I've met. Almost everybody's about half my age, but
you're only 25.
Yeah, I'm only 25 plus a few. But yeah, it's been great getting to know IB and so many of the other people, man.
Yeah. I've met so many amazing people through this community. I can't believe I never would have expected any of this going into it from season 0. I was a little late into season 0. I guess we could talk about when everyone got into it, but there's so many amazing people I've met along the way that I never would have known otherwise. Everyone, literally everyone in here, all these people are here, and we all came together through this game mode, and it's like bittersweet, but at the same time, it sucks that it's coming to an end in a way. But I don't know, we can do what we can to keep it moving. And, we can always move on and do other things, but rocket racing is what brought us together to begin with. At least not for me, but I know the THF guys probably met each other a different way. But for me, it's been rocket racing that brought me to a lot of new people.
Oh yeah, yeah. Obviously, we've been around for much longer than rocket racing, but like I can't
Battle
ignore
Royale.
the influx of activity and just like community and networking and everything else that we've enjoyed because of rocket racing.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys know Digital Navy. Digital Navy is a rocket racing streamer. Like, I mean, he really doesn't stream anything else. So outside of the Tuesday night NFL podcast,
Mhm.
so that is he is a rocket racing streamer. So and that's part of, and we do our Saturday night community games, our community night races. Um, every Saturday night. So I mean, we're rocket racing has been a big part of what THF has been doing over the last year, and we enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think the community might come together here and actually make some decent apps and stuff. Like there's lots of game modes just for battle royale like that people play. Like you look at the amount of people playing. There's thousands and thousands of people playing these maps made by people like us, right? Like who like the game and like, hey, this would be a cool idea, and they go into creative and they make it
Yeah.
super super creative
Well, and
as
there
the
are
name
plans.
suggests.
Like shout out to two different discords that a lot of rocket racers are a part of, and that's Rocket Racing Dynasty and Rocket Racing Revive. Which the Revive is a brand new discord that came about since the Epic news. Where Epic is basically low key killing off the game by stepping back away from it, and so Revive was kind of formed in with the direction of trying to bring everybody together to focus on what we can do to keep the game alive. And then Rocket Racing Dynasty is a much bigger Discord that focuses on rocket racing events. They just recently did a mega tournament. I say mega tournament in terms of success. In my personal opinion, they only had 12 racers in the tournament. No, was it 12? Yeah, it was 12. It was 6 speedrunners versus 6 top ranked players from the
Mm.
ranked three
That's
lap
cool.
ranked, and it was an amazing tournament, amazing success. They had over 100 viewers on Twitch, with a brand spanking new Twitch channel. Like, I mean, it did very, very well.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of love in this community for this game and for the events that are going on. And I hope that through those discords and through THF and some of the things that we have going on and several other communities that are doing things, I hope we can kind of keep things going around the game.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
I like fooling
that
around with creative. I should go in and see if I can make a map.
I
I've
think
thought about trying to make one myself. It's a little intimidating to start, but I'm sure once you figure it out, wouldn't be too hard.
it has to be the UNF, the Unreal
You,
Engine or whatever, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
UEFN. That's how
Yeah.
you make them.
Mm.
So you have to have a. Do you have to have a pretty
A PC.
high-powered PC to
Yeah.
do that? I guess.
I don't know necessarily high powered, but you definitely need a PC to be able to use the UEFN.
Okay.
Mm.
Just don't
UEFN.
make a delirium map. You're good.
No more upside down maps.
No more upside down. Yeah. How was that? Rain Pika just mentioned it. The NASCAR tournament. Did you play in that, IB? Did you submit a race in that?
I did submit one time. I didn't go too hard on it because I figured I probably wouldn't have a good chance of getting in the top 10 considering how good some of these top racers are doing bunny hops and whatnot. But I did play in it and it was fun. It brought a lot of people together for the time being and it was a fun little thing. I think it was the first ever and only, if only a sort of Fortnite official tournament that they hosted in a way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like they didn't do a good enough job putting it out there because as much rocket
Yeah.
racing content as I consume, I didn't hear about it until like the last minute.
Yeah. They should have promoted it on the game at least, or done a little bit more to put it up front.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that I didn't really even know what was going on. I think it was Spun's and Spun's Discord that I found out about it. And if you guys don't know Spun, shout out Spun's, one of the top end racers over the last several seasons for ranked, and great dude, great streamer. But yeah, there was big people like getting out there and doing that tournament, but it just didn't feel like there were I don't know. They didn't do a good job getting it out there and letting everybody know about it. I didn't feel like.
Yeah, Pika was saying that Nick A30, Typical Gamer, Chica, and some other big content creators, pro people, like were even playing it. I feel like if they were to do that much sooner, events like this, it might have had the game mode stick around a lot longer, and they would have put more effort and time into it to increase the longevity of it.
Yeah, I mean, I again, like I said, I'm on X all the time. You'd think I would have run across it on there, and I didn't. I just maybe I just missed it. I could have overlooked it, but I just felt like for the one and only big event that they've done so far, I feel like it could have been advertised better.
Yeah. Does anyone know if it like popped up as like one of the news things on the top left on Fortnite? Because I never saw.
I don't remember.
Some reverse on the top left would be up here, but I never saw anything for it. And it's like they'll do that for cash cups all the time for BR. They'll do it for whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
And they never put anything out for this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think their budget ran out because they're spending too much on the other two game modes. But
then they did a festival as well.
Simple like that. Yeah, festival's super popular. I mean, I don't ever play it, but I know Q, you do, and I know Wakko doesn't.
The Rock Guitar Hero spinoff or Rock Band or whatever.
Yeah, go out with the guitar and maybe I'll play a little more. But
yeah, I need a guitar. It feels wrong to play with the controller for me.
I feel like the Lego and the festival get more love from Epic. But I don't ever see, and I think we talked about this a little while ago, but I don't really ever see anybody streaming those games.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen
Rocket Racing,
a little bit here and there,
Battle Royale, or Zero Build.
Much. Yeah.
On TikTok, I see a lot more festival because of Twitch's copyright rules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that does hurt it a lot.
TikToks. Yeah.
That would make sense. Yeah, I know of a couple Lego streamers, but it's not as popular as the other modes for sure.
It's not very sorry, I got a bit of a
Whoa!
It's I'm going through a second no, the Lego. See, I lost my train of thought now. Lego and stuff. Ah, fuck. Anyway, it's gone. It's gone.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah. Let me think about it for a second.
Oh my.
But I've really enjoyed Rocket Racing, so I hope it doesn't go anywhere. And I hope that we can find a way to kind of turn it back into a mode that Epic appreciates a little bit more. I don't know if there's anything the Rocket Racing community can do, but I know like SK in the Rocket Racing Revive, they've got a guy in IB. You can probably tell me his name because that's eluding me at the moment. But
map
the guy,
creator,
yeah, the map creator,
big old
Jim.
Big old Jim. Yeah, it's big old Jim something. Yeah,
and he's got a couple like 4 maps, I guess, that they're about to publish. That they're encouraging.
They already did. I think today they just came out.
Yeah, I thought I was looking for it to see what the codes were. I haven't come across it yet, but I definitely want to jump in on those on that effort and play these because that was the biggest thing that was. So I wake up Friday morning. and I'm like all excited about the rank reset, the new season.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm ready to jump in, get some Fortnitemares on in the racing, see what new maps are out, and then nothing.
Yep.
Like, we got a rank reset in nothing. And they talked about Fortnitemares being delayed a day. So I'm like, okay, all right, well, it'll be out tomorrow. You know, the rank reset, cool. I'll wait until tomorrow. And then the next day it was more of the same. Everybody, all the other modes got some Fortnitemares stuff except for us. And I was like, what is this bullshit? Pardon my French. I was upset. Like,
yeah, it's a slap in the face for sure.
Like, how do all the
not even like paint jobs or anything, you know, like or contrails
body skins, that's all you
just
want.
nothing.
Right, and I'm just
they
like,
could have done something easy like that, but I don't know.
I really don't understand the train of thought there. Like, you didn't even have to do a lot. Just one spooky haunted house track, you know? That would have been sufficient if you didn't want to do a lot. But Epic, come on. One track? You couldn't do one freaking Fortnitemares track and include us in the annual fall event? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me at all. And that's what scared me the most, because I'm like, man, if we're getting left out of this, like, and then I read the announcement or the patch notes.
Track. Love that.
What's that?
Oh, I read Jericho. She said one lap spooky track like Thrash Mountain. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Seriously,
it wouldn't be that difficult.
I
don't know. So what do you guys think? It's like a money thing. They didn't have enough people. They didn't want to pay employees to continue. Why do you think that all this came falling down as the way it did? I'm sure it has to do with not enough players, but
I think the player base is too small.
Yeah.
I think they're not See, that's the thing though. They're still putting out cosmetics. You know.
Yeah.
They still want our money. You know.
Yeah.
So, like, and you know, Rocket League is doing the same thing. They're pumping out content that transfers over to Fortnite, and vice versa. You know, so I don't know. I imagine between these different modes that are low key, like Festival, and you know, they're diverting resources to the modes that have the higher player base, the volume.
It's collabs too, like for racing. I know Metallica had their little track and some stuff, but you can't have. Well, who are you going to bring to racing? To like Lego Fortnite, you can bring anything you want. Star Wars movies, anything, and you just slap it in the game. People are going to buy it. It's not the same with racing.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, look at all the collabs that Rocket League has. I mean, they got the Ghostbusters car, they have the Back to the Future car, they've got multiple Batmobiles, right. They've got Hot Wheels.
Just the car, though, I don't think is enough, right? Like he said, you want the track to go along with it, and that's a lot of work. That's a lot of people working on that.
Yeah,
sure. Make them look as good as they are, and having it not just cookie cutter kind of. Oh, I took delirium and put in some pumpkins, like.
But
some haunted houses. There would have been something though, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, they could have even just sprinkled on some cobwebs and dark sky on the existing maps if they wanted to do the bare minimum for Fortnitemares. You know, I feel like it's not that they weren't being creative. It is. I think it's that they purposely diverted their attention to other modes and ignored rocket racing altogether.
Ooh,
because the ideas are endless. A little things they could have done where that the player base would be like, I wish it would have been more, but hey, this is kind of cool for now, you know. But instead they did nothing.
Boost pad that sends you back instead of forward.
Ooh, Ooh, so there's an idea, a simple idea.
Glitches you back like, I don't know, 100.
Puts you to a stop or something.
Yeah, or just
Slows you
freezes
down.
you and
It's a
glitches you and then lets you
hazard
go. Yeah, and they're
Fake
random,
pad.
right? You wouldn't know. There's I can't hit that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
there's
like
so many ideas.
We're just spitballing here. We're coming out. Maybe we should run.
Yeah, maybe we should be a part of their dev team.
seriously, hey, everybody
Put
get
me
on
on your
board.
payroll.
This will be reposted to YouTube, in the coming days. So make sure that everybody gets involved and hits the like and drops a comment. Maybe Epic will end up seeing the show.
Yes,
hopefully
get some ideas in their head.
Yeah, with the idea of them not making any new maps, I would love to see support for bringing since they want us to make maps. It'd be awesome if they could just look it over, review it, and then put it in ranked for us. Cycle some creator made maps into ranked. I think that would be awesome to see.
Get us find where the good creators are for these maps for good tracks, and then they kind of go in the back door and go, hey, maybe you want to come work with us. We'll give you money.
A little bit.
We give you money and you can make more tracks and we look good.
Yeah.
We don't have the people to do it.
And to be,
don't have to pay him the same price as an Epic employee, but anything's better than nothing.
Cheap labor.
Well, it could be like the creative maps for Battle Royale and other modes and stuff. They, those creators get it's like a supporter creator code. Pennies make dollars. If your map pops off, it's going to put some money in your pocket. I don't know if the map makers for Rocket Racing get that benefit or not, but they should, right?
I'm sure they would or will. Just look at some of these top rated creative maps, like you got 2.1K playing Custom Cars Tycoon. You got Zombieland 2. You got 2.5K there.
People are making so much money doing that. Too.
Yeah. What are the death rates? Pika's talking about the death races leaked from Season 0. What? I'm not familiar with that. Do you know what he's talking about there, IB?
I don't know.
I think I heard a little bit about it. I don't know. Death races, does that mean you die if you hit hazards or something? Maybe he would know more about it than I would.
More like Mario Kart, digital native.
Yeah, I've always wanted a Mario Kart mode since the beginning too.
Honestly, I thought that's what I thought Rocket Racing was gonna be like Mario Kart. I thought we were gonna be having somebody riding shotgun, shooting up other cars. I really thought it was gonna be like that. I really thought. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be more like Twisted Metal, but on a confined track instead of the battle royale nonsense that we had.
All good ideas. All good ideas.
But instead we got a legit racing game, except for your cars could fly. But I still, hey, don't get me wrong. I love the game that we have. I just in my head, I thought of Rocket Racing being a Fortnite game, being something totally different. And I've also found is it's really weird. There's a weird dynamic with Rocket Racing where there's a lot of Fortnite people that refuse to play it. They think it's stupid. And then there's a lot of Rocket League people that won't even give it a chance because they don't want to associate with Fortnite. Have y'all run across that at all?
You're saying Rocket League people and
Rocket League people are no, I'm not downloading Fortnite to play that,
Yeah. I think Rocket League's just such a unique thing that people that play Rocket League are in it for just that and are not interested in racing games so much.
Those people are. No,
do you think Rocket Racing would have been better though as a Rocket League mode than a Fortnite mode?
I don't know. That is a good question. I never thought about that.
Or would this game have done better as a standalone game?
It would have had a harder time getting recognition, but it might have lasted longer. I don't know.
There's a lot of
Because it would have been tied in
legit
with
racing
Epic
games
and
like
yeah,
Mario Kart and Need for Speed and all
yeah,
these other like racing games that do
Forza.
well.
yeah,
I feel if it was on its own, it would have had its own team that maybe more money. Like when they lumped it in with the rest of Fortnite, that spreads the budget to everything, right? Like
yeah.
it's a business at the end of the day, and one that's performing better, they're not going to throw a bunch of extra money at the one that's not performing. So I think that's probably what it comes down to.
And this is
And it's
another
kind of,
good point too. Digital Navy makes, imagine from drop day on Rocket Racing, if you had every car on Rocket League able to be used, all the tires, all the add-ons.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot more people from Rocket League would have tried it out if they had access to their entire library of vehicles and wheels, tires. Like,
Yeah.
why don't
With
we
that
have
Skyline.
car type toppers and antennas in Rocket Racing? I didn't go through. I went through the Rocket League hitboxes. There's, I think it's
Oh
what,
yeah.
seven or eight different types of cars in Rocket League. I don't know how many of those we actually have in Fortnite. I know we have at least two.
Yeah, it's
But
Breakout, Dominus, Hybrid, Merc, Octane, and Plank are the
and obviously we have
there's
Octane in
6 of them.
Fortnite,
Yeah.
and we've got I can't remember what the other one is, but it's whatever the Skyline is, because now obviously we have the Nissan Skyline.
Which I was going to go
Violence.
buy. I saw on my phone that it was
There's
available.
2.
I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go get that car. And I jump on it, and I had it because I had already bought it in Rocket League. I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, it must be just truck
Finally.
and sports car for hitboxes if there's only 2. Like
No, it's two
Cybertruck
cars.
or
Two cars. Because the
Yeah.
the Behemoth is one of those hitboxes. It's
Oh, okay.
I can't remember which one it is, but and then the Cybertruck is one of the other ones.
All right.
I wanted
But
that
yeah.
little mini battle bus. That would have been great.
Yeah, he says all
Remember
sports
that?
cars have the same and all SUVs have the same.
No, I don't think the hitbox is the same between the Behemoth and the Cybertruck. I think those are
Really?
two different.
Shorter.
I think they're two different
They're
hitboxes
probably shorter.
for those two.
I don't know. How would you even test that? I feel like hitbox isn't as important in racing. As long as you can fit through small openings, you should be fine, I guess, by the end of it.
Yeah, it's actually
we were
Epic has it published. If you go, I can't remember, but if you just Google Rocket League hitboxes, you get a list that's actually published by Epic Games that tells you which cars are which. There's 6 hitbox types: Breakout, Dominus, Hybrid, Merc, and Octane and Plank.
Yeah, in Rocket League.
Rocket League. And if you click on each one, it tells you which cars it includes. So obviously the Octane is most of what we have in Fortnite. The Skyline is the Hybrid. No, it's which one is it? Not playing. Let's see. It must be up. I think is it the Dominus?
I'm not sure. It might be Dominus or Takumi or what would it be under Octane? I don't know.
Why am I not seeing it? I'm not seeing it.
They forgot to put it in there. I don't see it either. I'm scrolling.
No, I saw it just the other day when I was looking at this.
Okay.
The hybrid. Where is it? I swear it was here just the other day.
They're definitely more
we lost it. It's gone.
Particular when it comes to Rocket League though, because you got to have precise. You have to hit the ball very precise in Rocket League to hit the ball in a certain way. So they have a lot more variety.
Yeah, I was just kind of assuming
Skyline
that the
is hybrid. Okay.
The Skyline is hybrid.
All right. Yeah, it's Fast and Furious Nissan Skyline. It's not
Oh,
under
there it is.
S.
That's why
Yeah.
I was looking under N for Nissan.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. There it is.
FF.
Another N or S.
Yeah. So we obviously have a hybrid in rocket racing, and then we've got the octane for sure. I think we have more hitboxes in rocket racing than we realize. With as many, because there's a lot of like I actually have a pretty good locker of cars now in Rocket League or in rocket racing.
I think I have most of them. There's a few that I didn't care for, but I don't know. It's cool that like stuff transfers too. It's like that's all we have now. They just came out with Spider-Man stuff on Rocket League today that transfers. I don't know if people already knew about that or hearing that for the first time. There's a couple octane decals, 2 wheels, 1 boost and 1 trail.
Oh, Minnie says the Rocket League hitboxes do not translate to rocket racing. Yeah. And then Violence said that the devs themselves said there's only 2 hitboxes.
Okay.
I thought believe that it. Devin in one of the Discords had clarified that the SUVs had a different hitbox than the cars, and that there may be more differences, but he couldn't go into detail. I could have sworn that's what leading me to believe that there were even more than 2, possibly.
Yeah, a while ago they did a Q&A. I don't know if people caught their Q&A that they did. I was super excited about it when it first happened. This had to have been months ago, but they ended up ignoring most regular questions related to ranked racing or casual. Like casual isn't even a thing at the time, but they mainly just talked about UEFN. Anything UEFN is what they were just focusing on in that Q&A.
Yeah, I feel like there's that maybe has been their plan all along, is to just get people creating tracks. Like they got us started, and now this is them leaving the game in the community's hands.
Yeah.
And maybe they have more plans for us. I don't know. I wish they would tell us. I think one of the biggest problems with the rocket racing dilemma that we're in right now is the lack of communication
between Epic and the community.
Yeah. I mean, with Battle Royale, you have tons of leakers that are always pumping out content that's potentially coming out or whatever. And you got even Epic teasing different things or dropping little hints towards this and that or whatever. With rocket racing, it's like nothing.
Zip, yeah.
Like I said earlier, I feel like if they really are done creating new maps, I think the best thing we could ask for is for them to at least review some player created maps and add them to the ranked queue. Because ranked is gonna die if we're gonna be playing the same exact maps for years on end or however long people are willing to continue playing the same maps. I think we need to they need to have some support to bring in our maps that we made or people in the community.
Definitely. I mean, let's be honest. We've all already complained about the rotations, over the last several weeks. Their maps are already getting old, And I've heard some people, there is opposing opinions to that. There are people that kind of took a sigh of relief that they didn't put out new maps. And if you're in the chat right now, speak up. Like, don't be shy. There's nothing wrong with that opinion. I think you're in the minority. I think more people would prefer to have new content more often. But there are some people that are happy that new maps weren't introduced because they're still trying to perfect their routes on the maps we got. Because we do have 50 plus maps, What is it? 46? No, it's 46, isn't it? 46 ranked maps.
Is that the total?
I think that's the total. Them. I every Saturday night when I do the spin wheel for our races, here I'll tell you. Let me pull up the my wheel of names. It should have all of. It says
The wheel of
43.
names.
We had 7, so it should be.
Does that include Thrash Mountain? They took out Thrash Mountain.
No, Thrash Mountain's not in the ranked rotation anymore.
Yeah. It's gone entirely. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even. Yeah, it's actually not. It's not in the game at all. Yeah, it's crazy.
And then that bounces on maps.
I don't know.
Metallica must have had a deal with them that they could have it in the game for so long, and then
I kind of figured, considering it had copyrighted content while you played the game, while you played the map, and it was themed with their trademark stuff. I figured, and I don't remember if I read this. Yeah, there's 50 maps exactly in ranked.
Okay.
I don't remember if I read this initially when that update happened, but I even said, eventually that map would go away. And I guess I was.
You were right. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a good question to go from here. Sorry, I'm not even on camera. Went and grabbed a quick drink here. Trying to think of a good question to ask. I don't know if anyone in.
Oh, it is 49 because Thrash is gone.
Here.
Sorry, I still have Thrash Mountain in my list. But yeah, you're right. It's 49. Chat.
49. Okay.
I think also
Makoto is somebody that, if I'm saying that wrong, forgive me, but he's one that's personally happy. He doesn't want the map to have, or the game to have 200 maps in 1 or 2 years.
I've heard some people argue that they don't want to have to learn new maps all the time. If you're trying to be the best, it's too much time, too much effort to continuously learn these new maps. And I don't know. That's another thing too. The ranked leaderboard. They don't even have a leaderboard.
I know they should have a leaderboard.
The least they could do is just type leaderboard in game, as well as on the website. They don't even have a leaderboard for this season. They completely gave up the leaderboard. I feel like it would be hard. All they have to do is just call it Season 4. It doesn't need to be a theme name or anything. Just give us a number and let us have our leaderboard back.
When they dropped Inferno Island, they were like, yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, we're not numbering our seasons. Now they're not even naming seasons. We
don't even have one.
We don't even have a season per se. It's just they reset the ranks.
I feel like it's not hard too. Like, they already have the system in place. All they have to do is just add an extra tab, title it Season 4, and then just import all the data that's already been there. It's not like it would take a long time. It's just like an automated system that would rank people. We have the Fortnite tracker one, but the Fortnite tracker one is not. It doesn't have everyone's name on it, and it doesn't update on like a quick basis. You have to wait days for it to even show a number.
Yeah. The other one was instant, and I'm still like 3,040 something on it.
Wow. Is that where you ended last season?
Yeah. I mean, I was as high as like 1,800, 1,700, something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but late night beverage races.
Oh yeah.
Those get a little out of hand.
Friday night here.
That's when I get to beat him.
Yeah.
He is the best Rocket Racing Grandpa, Unreal Rocket Racing Grandpa, though.
There
you go.
If there's another Unreal Rocket Racer in the chat that's also a grandpa, I need to know about it, because I think I'm the only grandpa rocket racer that's Unreal, but there might be another one out there somewhere.
There could be one that's not in streams.
There were
for now you are the top.
I think there were over 5,000 people Unreal in Neon Rush. That was the season that I reached Unreal. I did not get Unreal in Season 0. But I've been Unreal in every season since. Yeah. And I think the highest my rank ever got up to was like 5,300 in Neon Rush.
You said there was over 5,000?
Yeah, over
Like
5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 5,300. I think was the highest rank I ever
I
saw.
remember when you first did Unreal in Neon Rush. That was a good day.
Oh man, I freaking made TikTok videos. I made a YouTube
Wasn't it on Mind
video.
Mayhem? I think it was Mind Mayhem.
Yeah, Mind
Was the last
Mayhem was the
race,
track. Yep, yep.
I remember
Okay, so
seeing it.
look at this comment here, and I feel I'm in agreement here, big time, because I feel you race the same 5 tracks maybe, and there's so many, but like you're saying, there's 49 tracks, and you don't get them all. Like, you can play for hours, and you're not gonna get all the tracks like that. That's
Yeah.
not right. You need to have that better cycle of all.
Yeah,
your
I'm not a big
content
fan of the
there.
rotation. I really am not. I
Yeah.
haven't
It needs to be
been.
better.
Would you rather just have like all the tracks in rotation all the time?
I think
Yeah.
it's. I honestly, it's a no-win situation right now because we can't have all the tracks.
Yeah.
Because the player base isn't big enough. That's why the rotation sucks, is because we don't have a big enough player base. They can't possibly have all the tracks in your rotation because you'll never get a 6-person lobby. You know?
I guess so. Well, I don't know how
I
that would
think I see
affect
what you're
it,
saying,
but in a way, I don't know. Either way, they just like throw you in a lobby with people, even throw you on a random track.
Yeah, I think if all of the tracks were available, and let's say, there's 3,000 people readying up at one time, there's 49 tracks,
Yeah.
excuse me.
I don't know how the algorithm works, the coding for that. I feel like it throws you in a lobby before it throws you on a map.
Yeah.
So there's like a order to that. So it wouldn't like throw you on a random track in a lobby alone. You'd throw you in a lobby, then pick the track once you have gathered enough people to pick the track. This is the way I would
Yeah.
assume it would work.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like that's part of the
Yeah,
problem.
that's what I'm saying, Mini.
Is the player base. It's too
Yeah, no, that
small.
is definitely the biggest thing. I don't know. I've been saying they could have done more. They should have done more. It almost feels like they purposely didn't do more about it to begin with. Like I'm very grateful with all what they've done. They've made a lot of amazing maps that I've had a lot of good memories on playing with people. I just feel like they could have done more, and unfortunately, they did not. More game modes, more content, or more incentives for people to play. Like, there's reasons why people play certain things. Obviously, it's the novelty of it, and people want to play because they have fun playing. But
I can't believe that Lego Fortnite has a battle pass and we don't.
yeah,
Yeah, that's very weird.
Like, come on. Like, we should have a battle pass.
yeah,
A rocket pass, whatever you want to call it. I don't care.
the
But,
rocket racing pass.
more content for, for the vehicles that we have already, for the, more wheels that we don't have to pay 500 V-Bucks for, or 2,800 V-Bucks for a new car. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's bad enough, and at least they moved in the right direction, because I don't know if you guys remember Season 0 or not, but the quests, you weren't getting hardly any XP. Like,
I didn't even know there was.
You could play Lego
first
Fortnite
year.
for 15 minutes
Yeah,
and go
Lego's
up.
XP is crazy. People
Yeah.
play Lego just for XP.
Bro,
Yeah.
you play
Yeah.
rocket racing for 3 hours, you might not even gain a level. Like,
Yeah.
back when it
Yeah.
first came out, it was like, now they adjusted it, thank God. Now, like, you get 20,000
It is a lot
XP
better.
for quests
A lot
now in
better.
rocket racing, but yeah, it was crazy low.
Yeah. The
Oh,
most we had was
I
like a fuse pack. We had like a car you'd pay like $5 or $8 or whatever, and they'd give you an exclusive car, and that'd be it. And you like
Yeah.
unlock decals for it or something.
Yeah,
as
we
you
got the
play.
fuse and the SUV.
Yep.
But
That's
Behemoth.
all. That's all there was.
Yeah.
I remembered what I was gonna say about Lego before my voice went like this. Right, Lego is not as fun to stream because it's not as fast paced. It's not battle royale. It's not rocket racing. It's not jamming out on the whatever the other one's called. The one I don't play.
Festival.
Festival. That's right.
Q's the festival expert.
He's the festival. He's down here.
And Lego.
Yeah, and Lego. But I enjoy playing Lego, but not necessarily watching it. I think that transfers the stream like a lot. Like there's a few guys out there like on TikTok. I know you've seen a few of them, and then they're good and they seem to know everything about it. It's just not fun to watch. Like I enjoy playing it though.
It's similar to Minecraft. If people like watching Minecraft, it's a much slower game, like a survival game where you have to create your own. You have to make things interesting by doing things on your own. It's not like there's like a set thing you have to do there.
I feel your viewers are like, oh well, how did you do that? And then it's like, oh well, you gotta get this first, and then that step, and then this step, and you're like, oh, I never.
A lot of people are there to like see,
own, right? Like,
it's like a learning experience watching people play
exactly.
Lego.
Yeah. Oh well.
But I've gotten to the point where I only jump into battle royale just to complete challenges, for the battle pass, and so I can get the free skins that are out there. I feel like we could easily increase the amount of players in rocket racing by having more challenges that granted you more than just XP.
That's what
to a battle pass or something like that.
More stuff should have been transferred from Rocket League. There should be more incentives. There should have been tournaments earlier on. I understand it's a new mode, but like it got really competitive really quick. We should have had at least one in Neon Rush, one in Inferno Island. They waited till they decided to quit out on the entirety of it, and that's all we got. And I've even heard from people that have competed in it and got top 10. They haven't been too responsive to get people what they won. From everything I've heard,
they could have transferred a lot more over, like including like the goal explosions and stuff. Like if you get a first place,
that's an idea.
That should be exploding.
That's a great idea.
As you go through that finish line, right?
You're coming up with amazing ideas. The boost pad, the spooky boost pads, the goal explosion upon entering the finish line. That's such a good idea, honestly.
All the contrails and stuff too I have from the other game, and like none of them are over.
Most of my stuff don't transfer.
My favorite
they don't do animated. Imagine if we had animated decals on there. Animated wheels.
Now I will say, because the rocket racing is such a fast game, like I've noticed that was one thing that kind of took a nosedive for me as far as content creation. I was making 4 or 5 Fortnite clips into TikTok videos like a week back before I got into rocket racing. But when I started playing rocket racing, because the game is so fast, when I try to make a vertical video, even though I stream in 1080, trying to blow it up, it's kind of scuffed. It's not as good. It's not as good quality.
You lose.
The resolution is much lower, because the game is having a harder time keeping up with the graphics than it does in Fortnite Battle Royale. So I kind of stopped making as much content for TikTok and YouTube Shorts because the Rocket League stuff didn't look as good in the format that I was creating videos. So like I've had to make adjustments to kind of to keep the quality as high as I want it on my shorts and stuff. So I think that lends itself to why you don't have the animated decals being transferred over to rocket racing, because that's just
too much.
Yeah, it's graphics overload in an already high graphic mode. I mean, how often do we get the blue octane glitch? You know?
Yeah.
There's also a glitch right underneath the map where you start.
Or the under the map glitches, or
no audio glitch. There's so many.
Yeah.
The random crashes in the middle of maps.
Oh yeah. Sometimes your car just explodes.
You hit a rock.
hit a pebble in the road.
Fly up in the pebble.
Yeah. It's like it's great. Now one thing.
That's what makes it rocket racing.
Goal explosion thing. I was thinking, the podium should be able to emote.
That's what I've said for a while too.
Yeah, when you
in front of your car in a mode or something.
Right. Yeah, you should have your cars up there and just list the other scrubs on the, I mean,
have them
4 through
their names
12?
in the back.
That's fine.
The top 3 like staggered, and then you're standing in front of your car, do a little emote.
Come on, man.
Do a floss or something. I've been saying that for a while too.
I want to hit some racers with the take the L, man.
That would be awesome.
Allow us
a little
to be
donkey
toxic.
laugh.
Come on.
We
need to write this down, and we need to send them an email.
We need to get some toxicity in there.
We will single-handedly save rocket racing.
Seriously.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Hashtag save RR. If you haven't already seen that on social.
Needs to hire us. That's right.
For sure.
Remember to like, repost, and get this out there, and everybody will hear it. Right.
I have faith that we'll be able to revive it in some way. I don't know. Maybe they won't see us. Maybe they won't notice us. But I try to stay positive.
I have been active on socials, tagging them, where I can and when I can. Definitely, we have to find ways to get their attention if we're going to be heard.
Exactly.
So I would encourage everybody.
You can't just expect them to find us naturally.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody on all the social medias, on X, on Fortnite, Facebook, on Instagram, whatever. When you're posting rocket racing content, use the hashtag SaveRR. Every chance you get, tag Rocket Racing, tag Epic Games, tag Fortnite. And don't be afraid to complain, and let your voice be heard. Don't be shy about giving them kudos where kudos are deserved, but definitely don't be shy and let them know where your disappointment lies as well.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Exactly. We have to be active to be heard.
It gets replaced. I don't know how that goes.
That gets replaced. Yeah, change that tire, bro. But
that one's squeaking. Burn it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no,
for sure.
That did not go the way I wanted it to.
What else, IB? I know you were really excited to come on here because you said you might have some great.
I don't know. I got another idea. I think I don't know if I read it from chat or if I just came up with it on my own right now, but. If they don't allow support for our custom maps in regular ranked, because it's their maps, and I heard Uncle Lee said the custom maps aren't perfected. There's a bit of flaws here and there, and some people would feel like it's not fair if there's some faulty aspects to it. I would love to see a separate game mode dedicated to the custom maps. Because no one wants, if you play a custom map, you don't want to just play one custom map and, you have to bring people in your party to play that custom map.
Yeah.
I think they should be able to bring everyone in together, and there could be a variety of custom maps to play. And it'll be casual. It'll still be casual. There's no rank to it. We don't need a rank. I think it'd still be fun. It would be some janky map and rank. That's what I'm saying. No, it would be awesome though. Imagine a game mode where it's everyone's custom maps that have been approved are just slapped into a random mode. I don't know how difficult it would be for them to do that, but I think that would be a lot of fun, and it would keep the game alive. Imagine just randomly queuing into these random custom maps, and you never know what you're gonna get.
I do say the first step is we got to get some attention to the to the maps that Big Old Jim, or what is his name?
Yeah, Big old Jim.
Big Old Jim.
Violence called him Jim Dad.
Jim Dad.
He's
all
one
right.
of the top
Jim
creators
Dad.
out here.
Yeah,
it's Big Old.
Definitely got to get some attention
on
these what is it, 4 maps that they're focusing on. Because if we can get those to the top as far as what people are playing, you know, then we're gonna have a little bit of a better chance of getting those included in future modes or whatever. But we all got. I think it's kind of one of those things where we all gotta have to band together and focus our energy in the same direction to make things happen.
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen if we don't get their attention, and it doesn't. I don't like. Do you guys think they like fired everyone? Like, all the devs like are just gone now, or they moved them elsewhere?
I'd be inclined to think that
Different projects.
Yeah, they've just been shuffled on to different things. I don't know. I'd kind of, you know, they got, what is his name, Devin, that's in a couple of the Discords. You know, I'd love to hear a little bit more from him. I really thought about sending him a message about this podcast just to see if he'd pop in, but I don't know if he's on Twitch or whatever. But
Devin is the community manager in Eastwood.
Oh,
so it's CM, I'm assuming, is community manager.
Okay. I didn't know that. I was thinking that he was a dev, but community manager. Either way, you know, we'll get some stuff. I know he's been tagged in a lot of different things. You know, so hopefully the information's being relayed to the people that matter.
Yeah, you know? It's not often you get a community that's so dedicated to a game, and I think if they really cared for for what we appreciate the most, they would do what they can to keep it moving. I don't know. They've probably made a good fair amount of money from us. We buy V-Bucks. We host our own tournaments. They didn't host tournaments. Me and Wakko did our own event a little bit ago, and I know a couple other people have been doing their own.
We had that server hopping
and money events.
We had that server hopping for our co-stream, Bo. We had people that couldn't even get into our game.
That's probably what they want. It's like sink or swim, right? Like there's like, okay, well, we made a bit, you guys take it, and if it continues to grow, then they'll maybe come back in and be like, yeah, we knew you could do it, buddy. Like, here's some new maps.
We got the important conversation or question here. I'm convinced IB is only so fast because of his amazing hair. So, question: how do you get it looking so badass? That's gotta be you gotta be using the same shampoo as Troy Polamalu, right?
Oh man, I don't know, man. It just keeps growing. I haven't cut it in over a year. It just keeps growing. It's kind of hard to see with my scuffed camera setup. I wish I could have had it working right, but we're here. We got it working.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm off my phone right now.
Yes.
It's all good.
One of these days I'll get a new camera.
Memes. I think we need to do memes.
We don't want to run too late here. We do have a couple memes.
My hair is gonna save our. That's crazy. I hope so. I'll keep it growing. Locks of love.
Comment.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I heard you.
Is that LOL? Is that what you said?
Before the turn or before the podcast, it randomly jumped in my mind that you have little figures of an Octane. Can you pull that up and show us your figures, Wakko?
What?
You have little Octane figures?
Octane figures.
Don't you? You have like a little keychain with like an Octane on it and like a little boost coming out the back? I swear I saw you pull it up one time. I don't want to put you on the spot.
They should have a Hot
No,
Wheels
I don't think you might be thinking of somebody else.
I swear it was you. I might be thinking of someone else. Who was it? Damn it. Not you. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't you. That makes me
want one.
Someone had an octane. I could have sworn it was you.
Yeah, not me. I don't have an octane.
I don't know who it would have been then. Damn it. That's tough. Who could it have been? Damn. Frick me. Oh, Hot Wheel Octane. I swear it was you, but maybe not.
No, it wasn't me. That'd be cool. I have a CD Lamb Funko Pop. But...
Yeah, you got all the Funko Pops. You got that one on your desk too? Wow.
Yeah, this is long story short, they sent me one, the box was damaged. I sent it back. They sent me another one, the box was damaged. I complained and I reamed their ass for a little bit, and they said, "Well, you can keep that one. We're sending you a new one." So I ended up with two of them. So the one
So you let that one out of the box?
Yeah, so I let that one out of the box. Everything else is still packaged. But yeah.
You got quite the collection back there.
Yeah, it's about 160, 170 pieces at the moment.
Nerd.
It's pretty modest. Honestly. I'm nowhere near a huge collector. I think Bowler Dan has like 500, so...
What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's a super nerd collector. He's got, like, I think I've got a lot of comic books. I've got 2 boxes of comic books, long boxes. He's got like 30. So, like, he could open his own collectible store, bro, for sure. And it's all in his basement.
Yeah, you and Moose Knuckle have some amazing backgrounds there. The setup. You got the pickaxe and the scar on the wall with the lighting. Oh, it's time for the meme machine.
Oh, I got
it's about that time.
Oh, frick.
That's my Lego battle bus that I just built. That's
no way. It's a little hard to see with the smaller screen, but
it is.
Frick.
All right, so guys, if you're not aware, in the THF Hub Discord, there is a channel called the Meme Machine, and we ask you to post your memes. Just post your images.
Whoa.
What? Man down! Man down! What just happened?
Damage.
Wacko damage.
Oh my gosh.
He's really mad at rocket racing right now.
A little bit of
That escalated quickly.
A little bit of a tumble there. A little bit of a tumble. What happened? Why am I smaller now? What happened here?
Great.
No, it's fine. It's because of the shift in the camera.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
That friggin' time shift. So something happened.
So anyway, in our Discord, we've got a channel called the Meme Machine. We're always asking for your memes. Sometimes we ask for certain themes. Sometimes we don't ask at all. But post your memes. Just your images. You know, no videos or links or any of that crap. Just images. And the ones that get the most reactions have a chance to make it on the show. IB, we're gonna have you judge and declare a winner here, and whichever one you declare the winner is gonna get 1,000 V-Bucks. So it's very important that you make sure to choose a meme.
1,000? Holy frick! Okay,
yeah, 1,000 V-Bucks.
Part of this.
I'm
gonna feel bad now.
Yeah,
I got a weird sense of humor, so this might be weird.
We'll see what we get here. We'll see what we get. We got about a dozen memes or so that were in the Discord. And so let's see which one you think was the best one. Big man in a suit of armor. You take that away, and what are you? Stark naked. Little MCU meme right there.
Okay. I'm not a big movie guy, so that I don't know. So do I have to pick it on the spot when I see it, or I have to keep a collection of everything?
Just keep it right. We run over it in the end. We'll
run through them all and make sure you know what you got, what you have to pick from.
I think that's a good one. I'm just not a big movie guy, unfortunately. So hopefully
there's more. But wait, there's
more.
No pressure at all.
I'm very uncultured when it comes to TV shows and movies.
Lovely weather today. Tell me something I don't know. Your grandma's ass can take my whole fist.
Oh my god! Okay. That one's up there.
Yeah, you see the trigger warning, like explicit content here. Some of the memes, most of the ones posted by my wife, are dangerous. Okay, so
You can't put them on here.
All right, that one's definitely up there. We'll see what you got.
63 Earths can fit inside Uranus. 64 if you relax.
Oh my God, okay. That's
awesome,
a Star Trek guy too. It looks like Captain Kirk.
Little Shatner.
Kirk. Yeah. OG
I like
Kirk.
it. I like it.
When she catches you trying to leave the house wearing gray sweatpants, you're not going anywhere, you slut.
Yo. Oh
this was probably posted by my wife because this is literally like her attitude. Like I walked out
anywhere.
I got dressed for work today and she's like, "Who you looking all fine for?" And I'm like, "I'm just going to work."
Trying to sell stuff, damn it. Trying to sell stuff.
Damn.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother. Your thoughts dwell on my thoughts dwell on your mother.
What? Okay. Okay.
Oh! Oh!
These are wild.
What do we got? Oh, yeah.
Bored with regular Jesus.
Oh no! Oh no!
Slice up your wall with bun Jesus.
Bun Jesus.
No freaking way.
Oh, that's good.
No way.
That's a good one.
Oh man, it'd be better. Like it'd be. Hopefully, it bounces down and then goes right back up and just boop right back up. You know?
Yeah. Bun Jesus.
I'd buy it.
When someone asks about your family and you're trying to decide whether you should tell them the Disney or Jerry Springer version, I think that's one a lot of us can relate to, right?
What should I leave out?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy.
The worst thing about depression is knowing that 150 years ago my treatment would have been vibrators and heroin.
What? What the hell? Who comes up with these things? Oh my God.
That not only is funny, but that's factual as hell.
Yeah, right?
I don't know the history
Absolutely.
about 150 years ago, but
well, maybe a little longer, but still, it would have been heroin and
Isn't that the treatment now? Oh my
It
gosh.
might be, but maybe.
It's the cause and the solution.
In 1920, we took children out of the coal mines. In 2020, the most popular video game on the market is Minecraft. The children yearn for the mines.
That is true. That is true. I've heard about it.
Yeah. No doubt. Urgent warning for tomorrow. Aliens are coming to Earth tomorrow. Their mission is to abduct all sexy, good-looking old people. I'm just sharing to say goodbye. I've got a pack.
No, sexy old people.
Yep, I'm gone. See ya.
Yeah, I'll see. I'm not old, but give me some time.
8 years old me when I had to finish my vegetables for Africa.
No way.
Those starving kids.
That's Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Is it Aragon? Is that Aragon?
Yeah.
I know a little bit of movies, not a lot.
I'm getting free candy and you're not.
I think I've seen this.
Wrong, you're
crazy. You're all idiots. Yeah.
That's what the inside of those white vans
it's gonna be
look
tough
like.
To pick. It's gonna be now I finally know. If I get caught up in there, I'll know what to look for.
Yeah.
At least
these last two don't count, but I had to include them because we had a rocket racing themed show, so.
You see on the kids and rocket racing for once. Dale freaking Earnhardt. I freaking love it. I used to have Dale Earnhardt as the header on my YouTube channel. It might still be Dale Earnhardt. I'm not even like a NASCAR fan, but I don't know. It was always like a subtle meme that I would just like act. I just noticed he has the Unreal rank in his
glasses. Yeah,
that's so good. I don't know what it is. Like I have Dale Earnhardt in some of my like flashes Dale Earnhardt my Rocket League montage that I've made before. Like a quick screen. It's like a mural of Dale Earnhardt for like 1 second.
You may click it again. Yeah, there it is.
This is good. I honestly, I might have picked this one just because I freaking love Dale Earnhardt. You said these ones don't count.
Yeah, these two don't count because these are my
Okay.
memes. I don't want to be considered.
These are good. These are good, man.
No,
Self-created memes are the best memes.
Yeah, I added the Unreal to his glasses, obviously.
Awesome.
I'm glad
So
you noticed that. That makes me feel good.
Good touch.
And then the other one, of course, we've already seen this one. This is kind of
this one totally would have won. This is a situation
right
now. This sums up everything.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Damn, it's sad, but it's real.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think you got a winner, or we want to run through them real quick one more time?
You could like shift through them quick, and I remember, like, I don't know. I think I do have one in mind, but it's so hard for me to pick sometimes. Like, I'm a tough pick. I'm picking favorites.
Sure.
We
got
pick this one.
We got the Stark Naked. We got the Grandma's Ass. We got Uranus.
Right.
We got You're Not Going Anywhere, Slut.
Oh, no.
We got Your Mom.
Oh, jeez.
Bun Jesus.
Damn it.
Disney or Jerry Springer Family.
Okay.
Heroin and vibrators for depression.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this thing?
The children yearn for the mines. Old people gotta go pack. For the vegetables for Africa.
Oh my god.
And you're not getting free. Or, I'm getting free candy, and you're not.
Yeah.
Those are your.
Okay.
That's your selection.
Okay. I think I've selected.
They're all
I
good.
think I got one in mind. I think I'm gonna have to go with the grandma one. I'm not gonna lie. That one caught me off guard the most.
Yeah,
and had me laughing the most.
Which one?
The grandma one. The grandma one. I think that's the one that
the fist.
I like a lot of these. Like I've seen before. That just like took me. I don't know. I was like, what the hell? Like,
tell me something you don't know.
The face of the people. Like, I don't know. Something about it. That one took me the most. That one definitely took me the most.
So that is Lobster once again.
Hey, no way.
Yeah, that is my wife.
You're welcome.
She posts the best stuff. That means I get to keep my V-Bucks too, because she doesn't pay. She doesn't play.
Hey, that's perfect. Yeah. One person gets to submit each time. Is that how that works?
No, I go through every week. I go through and I just pick the memes out of the meme machine that have the most reactions. So when you're in there posting your memes, it's great if you scroll through and drop some reactions on the ones that you think are the funniest. Because the ones that get the most attention are the ones I'm looking for to bring on the show.
Makes sense. So some people could get like more than one.
Yeah. Like I think Lobster had a couple, Bowler Dan had a couple, Moose had a couple, Q had a couple.
Damn. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know. That one stood out to me. Like, there's a lot of memes. I don't know. For memes, for me, it's like which ones are the most wild and outlandish. That.
Oh yeah. Well, to be fair, it was actually kind of a slow week for memes. So I actually didn't have a lot to choose from, because usually we probably would have had a lot more. Because we could honestly spend a whole.
I'll throw some in.
Yeah, definitely. The meme machine in the Discord. Again, if you're not in the Discord, jump in the Discord. Get active.
If you ever if you're about to post something and you're like, maybe I shouldn't post it. Definitely post it.
Yes.
Because
you can do
ask yourself if you should do it.
Okay.
That's exactly what needs
18
to
plus
go
server. I was gonna say you can do like the preview thing where you have to like tap on it to view or whatever.
Well, that channel is at 18 plus channel.
Okay.
And it is also look, don't get offended. Don't get offended, and it's not safe for work. Leave your feelings at the door. It's all about humor and funny at everybody's expense. All right? So
I love that. Thank you for letting me do this. This has been awesome. This has been a great experience.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here, man.
To begin with, I was like, I don't know if I should do this. So I don't know. Just like, but then I talked about it on stream, and they're like, yeah, definitely go on. Definitely do it. It'll be fun, and I don't know. I'm definitely glad I did. Hopefully we can figure out a way to keep the game alive too. With that
I
being
think
the whole
there's some good
topic.
stuff in the works. I definitely do. And again, I want to shout out the Rocket Racing Dynasty Discord and also the Rocket Racing Revive Discord. If you're a Rocket Racing streamer or Rocket Racing fan, those are some Discords that have got some stuff going on. Along with and I'll let me bring this up too. We have our why won't you come up here? Hang on, I'm almost there. Yeah, pulling all the strings here. We have our Saturday night community races every Saturday night with the THF crew. These are a little different than an average tournament. This is just fun races. We all get together in the voice chat. As soon as we hit 13 people, we break up into higher ranked, lower ranked lobbies. If we have to, we'll break up a third time into 3 different lobbies. But we're all hanging out in the voice chat, just having a good time and running races. We do have a random wheel giveaway where you can win some V-Bucks. Which this week we have 2 V-Buck giveaways because I forgot to do it last week. We were having so much fun racing, we just kept racing, and then after we ended our stream, we were like, we forgot to do the giveaway. So we'll be doubling up the giveaway this week.
That's it. So it's randomized for everyone that participates.
Yeah. There's no placement as far as the giveaway goes. It's all about just every racer. Every racer gets entered onto the wheel. It's all about participation. Yeah. And this is week number 6 of our 10-week plan. At the end of the 10 weeks, we will be inviting the top 10 racers into an invitational tournament where so placements do matter, but participation is just as big of a point getter as placement is, because if you're not there, you're not earning any points. You know what I mean? Points are added for all placements, so you don't have to be a super sweat. In fact, right now the top 10 includes a couple people that have never even been Unreal.
Okay, crazy.
Because they've just been there every week.
Yeah.
You know, so, and that's who's going to get invited to the tournament that we're going to do at the end. The boost pad, the first ever THF boost pad invitational tournament.
Okay. So how do you get invited?
That'll be you have to be the top 10 point getter.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my freaking brain.
No, it's all good. It's been a long hour and a half.
Yeah. No, it's been a great hour and a half.
We've covered a lot of stuff.
You did fall down, so give yourself.
This podcast. I did fall earlier.
Had concussion there.
How often do you guys do these podcasts, by the
way? Most Fridays.
Most Fridays? Dang, I never.
We just restarted
them that often. Okay. Yeah.
This is episode 3 of the new season.
Booted it back up.
If you go on the on my YouTube, there's season 2 that had like 20 something episodes, and then season 1 we had 30 episodes.
Oh wow.
So we've done quite a lot.
Like different I don't know, like I love the idea of I've always enjoyed podcasts. I used to do stuff like this on TikTok with so many different people way back when. We'd bring random people on and discuss certain topics, but I'd love to be on it again if you're looking for a guest. I don't know, depending on the topic, maybe I'd have more to say than other topics. But it looks like I'm looking at your YouTube right now, and you got a wide variety of topics you guys be covering.
That's a key point. Is that if we have a topic to kind of talk about and just shit, then yeah.
Yeah, plus we have the THF Extra Point podcast every Tuesday night, which covers the week-to-week happenings of the NFL and fantasy football. So yeah, we like to do some fun stuff that outside of outside of playing Fortnite all the time, you know?
Halloween's
Of
coming.
course. Love it.
Yep.
In a couple
Spooky
weeks,
podcast.
not to overshadow you who have been an amazing guest this week, but
Thank
in a
you.
couple weeks we actually have a guest coming on which will be a big milestone for us because it'll be the first ever Twitch partner guest that we've ever had.
Ooh,
Yes.
So
okay.
we got that coming up with a cool show about Funko Pops and NFTs and
Wow.
crypto, and that's going to be the topic for that show. So that's
Do you
coming
have a
up in a
date
couple
for
weeks
that?
too. I think if I remember right, November 8th.
Okay.
I think it's in a few weeks.
All right.
Yeah, November 8th, I believe. Yeah. I think that's what we got them booked for. So that'll be the
Awesome.
first time we've ever had a Twitch partner as a guest.
That's gonna be awesome.
Very
I'm
nice.
happy for you guys. I don't know. This is you definitely have a professional setup, and I'm impressed. Now, next time if I come on, hopefully I'll have a cam so I can have the right setup here. But
It's
I'm glad we
good,
made
man. You're all
something
good.
Yeah, the
work.
camera works. The concussion.
It
thing.
works. It's I don't know. Like for my stream, it works fine. It's just I don't know. I guess with this website, it didn't work out how it normally would
It's all
for
good.
whatever reason.
One thing we do want to do, we obviously we love to share the love around with our friends and everything. So let's find somebody that we can send a podcast raid to real quick. And for those of you that are still hanging out, we will have this podcast reposted on YouTube. Please drop a like, comment on it, share it. Let's get it out there, and maybe somebody that from Epic will see it and take some of these ideas to heart.
Find somebody who's streaming rocket racing. Do we
Yeah,
know
that'd
anybody?
be great.
Yeah, good theme. Just keep the theme going. Yeah, I just subbed to you
Yeah.
on. I'm shocked I haven't already subbed to you. You got nearly 500. Hopefully, you hit that soon.
Yeah, my goal is 1,000. Obviously, that's where
Yeah,
we're
I
working
see that
towards.
in the caption.
We could. Yeticus is on.
He's
Yeticus
fast
is
as hell. He's like number 1 or 2 in the world right now.
he
Just,
is
like,
cracked.
as it stands. When you look at the scuffed leaderboard, that's what it shows, I guess. There is some. He's even got RR in his name.
Yeah, Yeticus RR. If you're not already following him, he's a cracked streamer for sure. Cracked racer, definitely. And he's good. He's a good streamer too. He's very interactive with his chat.
It's interesting. Sorry, I was just gonna say, I just looked up on the Tracker Network. They do, instead of themed names on this leaderboard, they do season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4. But they just gave up on the leaderboard, I guess. But Yeticus, I think, is technically like number 2 overall right now.
Yeah, I know him and Zorro. Zorro's another cracked racer like Yeticus that I think they have every bit enough skill to be a top 5
10,
racer.
Top 5,
you know,
yeah, up
for
there,
sure.
for sure.
Sometimes that top 10 schedule or that top 10 leaderboard really just matters who has the most time to race. You know, these guys are all just insanely good.
Yeah, I was gonna mention sometime tonight, but I guess we didn't get to it. It was my idea of revising the way they rank and not make it time play, but more so skill based like other games are. But I guess we can get to that another time.
I can't believe we actually didn't talk about that.
Yeah,
you're right.
I've been talking about that on my own stream quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's go say hi to Yeticus and hit him in the chat with the THF podcast raid. Hashtag we are THF. Show him some love. Blow up his chat with the emotes, and y'all have some fun with Yeticus tonight. And we will catch you guys next time. I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid right now.
Thank you to everyone that came through too. I appreciate everyone being here. You guys give me the opportunity to be here. I've had a lot of fun meeting you, Moose Knuckle. I'm sure we've talked maybe briefly once or twice. I don't know. Maybe not.
I think so. I mean, I was at the back of the pack, so you may not have heard me.
I've been in Q Swin's stream a couple of times. He's rated me. He's a great guy. And Wakko, of course, everyone should know him by now. Great guy.
Rock and roll. I'm gonna raid into him.
Rock and frickin' roll. That was
Heading
awesome.
over there. All right, cool. Awkward wave time. Bye bye.
Yeah, we say goodbye. See you on the next one.
IB, you got an awkward wave.
I have to awkward wave.
Yeah, just.
I have to pee so bad right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You too. You too.